What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another recap. I am your girl Ash here. Sit back, relax, kick back, get your drink, get your spliff, get your pillow, get your blankie, all that little good stuff that's gonna help you enjoy this good old commentary for your girl from your girl. Okay, looking for a TV bestie? You've already found it. So here in Ash Recaps, I basically do reality TV show recaps. Mainly, you make it some rants of me of what's happening in today's society, life, my life, whatever. So we're doing Basketball Wives tonight. It is a good old Monday night. No, it's not. It's actually Tuesday. Yeah, it's definitely Tuesday, but nonetheless, happy Tuesday. I hope your Monday was great. All right, so Basketball Wives, episode 3, and this is getting messy and messy and messy. Like my y'all, the shoulder is acting up because it is getting messy. It is. They acting up. They acting up. But all right, look, come on, because I try not to waste any time. All right, jumping all into it. Like clearly, this episode was like just about like relationships and just like people getting back out there, kind of like hitting on everybody's like, especially the single women who what that life is like, with kids, with their significant others, and then as well, moving on and dating. So, Angel, Angel brings or whatever or whatnot. Her and Rockstar last episode had decided to take a break, but it looks like they might be trying to. It wasn't even a thought that I don't think that we thought that they weren't gonna work out. Clearly, they were having a moment. They felt like whatever. She's a whole pregnant, y'all. So I didn't think that this man was totally gonna go disappear like whatever. So he's back. They're working it out. But in the day, you know what? I do kind of feel Duffy though. Like, work it out because. But in the day, I can't even say that though, because at the end of the day, that is why we a lot, especially us as women, outside of loving the guy, whatever. It's about the family. It's about the family. So I can totally get it, but at the same time, let's weigh it out properly. What's bigger, and is the toxicity bigger, or is that you can work with that, something that can work with, something go through counseling, whatever, because this family stuff, this family man is showing out a lot more than that other guy. I don't know, y'all know how I feel about Rockstar. I don't like him, didn't like him, still don't like him. He getting to be, honestly, Lorenzo gonna be added to that list of non-likers. Like, that confidence, that attitude, like that, I think that's what it was for me. That the hello, and I think it was a joke. I think he thinks it's funny and cute, but like nah, like how she got a rise out of it, it would get a rise out of me too. Like what do you raise me like get out of here, bye. I'm gonna read you real quick, and then I'm gonna send you about your way. But look at me. We ain't got there yet, Ash. So calm down. We ain't got there yet. We didn't even get there yet. So nonetheless, Jackie meets, Rockstar, and she's, I see the love, whatever. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just biased. Maybe because I don't like the guy, but I'm just seeing like right through it. And I think at the end of the day, I just think Angel can do better. I don't think she needs to waste her time. That's just me. I very well could be wrong for saying what I said, but I don't like him for her. I don't like him for her. So, getting on to British. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, VH1, the producers, whoever, for finally giving me this little recap on British. So British came from back on 2014. So look, now I'm like, okay, it's definitely been a long time. Like, yeah, 2014 seems so long from now, especially like, I don't know what it is, y'all, but it's like anything that happened before 2019, like right before COVID, is just like doesn't matter, or it's like non-existent, or if that's just like so long time ago. I just feel like COVID, like it seems to have to put like 10 years on us or something. Like it just seemed like so much time has passed because of, I don't even know, I don't know how to describe it, y'all. I don't know if that's even making sense, but like when I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking about 2014, I was just thinking about how like presently it seemed like whenever I'm having to think about the past, I'm never thinking about it past 2019. It's at least 19 moving on. And I don't know if that's because, like, me moving, and every time I did have to go back, it's always, going back to, oh, well, this is when I moved, or like I don't know, y'all. But so either way, she came back. She came 2014, and so seeing their recap of them being on the show, and them, her and Lorenzo being together so long, and the proposal, and when he, Paris, the LA, or not, it was like, okay, 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 it's coming to me, slowly but surely. I know to a degree when Basketball Wives was the two separate cities, I I was not like, I remember like watching LA, but I just don't, I remember not being like a big fan of them, like versus with Shawnee and Evelyn and Tammy. Like maybe by then they might have started all coming together. But yeah, like I didn't really like, even with Malaysia, I didn't really start even get into them until they all started to combine together and they started coming as one. So and might be why I don't fully like remember her. Remember her, like I said, she just did not make that much of a oomph on the show for me to remember. That might have been her only season. Also, maybe why I didn't remember. But so, nonetheless, but then you're like, hey, why did I remember Duffy? Duffy must have did enough to make me remember her. Okay, so, but yeah, so we get a gist of like, okay, let's finally here's British, her and Lorenzo were together. They're basically now living in two different states. He's in St. Louis. She's there. Co-parenting, obviously, to their daughter. And what a blessing to have, the mom, her mom, who clearly, I don't know how often she does this. I don't know if this was just a one-off like type of thing, but the way that Bridge was talking about it, this was that like basically the mom, you know, is the one that's there, with her when when the child is with her, and then is there with Lorenzo when the child is with Lorenzo, and for them not to be married and still be able to actually stick or just have that dynamic. I think is basically what I'm all trying to say. That's a blessing, because I mean, how many, and I get at the same time with him playing basketball, and I think technically he's retired, but I'm pretty sure he's like doing other things. So he probably could use that, that help, but and not having to worry about paying a nanny or whatever, whatever. So I'm pretty sure like it ended up really just being like an overall beneficial thing for all of them, all in all as a whole. So, but he talked about like how like the mom, her mom, and British talk about like that relationship and them getting back together, and she's kind of like no, I'm good, where things the way they are. Like basically, it sounds like, okay, so she broke it off. So she broke things off. So at the same time, it sounds like though that he didn't want to break things off, as well. That he possibly still wants back. Like what? I'm sorry. Unless you're just out here to make my life miserable, if you're over here, you got all these females, and then when I get my one little dude, and all of a sudden you harassing us, like that's screaming like you don't want me to be with nobody, and my little keep you screaming like controlling, like narcissistic. I don't know if that's a a narcissist, but like y'all get what I'm saying? Like manipulation, like that's like unhealthy. But I honestly think it's on some stuff like he want her back, but low key like he don't even know how to go about it. Like that little slick mouth stuff that like what they were even like because he was talking about coming back, and he was gonna come and get her, and they met up like having like a little kid date, and even then just how he was talking to her like, yeah, you just once you whatever you gonna come with get back with me when the boy what. Boy, that y'all, it annoys me whether it's a joke or not. I don't know what it is, and even when it's done to me, like it aggravates me, like it grates my skin, and I don't know why, but it's really just like, who are you to even think that you even got to pop it like that, to even think that I'm crawling back to you after this dumbness that you even tried to pull over my eyes in the first place? Like, get out of here with that. Like, it was annoying, y'all. I didn't like it. I did not like that overly, like, they think it's cute, but I don't think it's cute. Okay, some people might think it's cute. Some girls might think it's cute, but I don't. It's unattractive to me. Like, sit down somewhere, like, British, I'm with you. Go on now. So, besides them. So, Jennifer, has been like kind of like, going through her own like little breakup. Not even like a breakup. She's been grieving. A couple of years ago, remember she lost her mom, and then as well, she recently lost her dog. And if y'all remember, that was a Lola or something like that. That dog had been around for quite some time. That dog had a good amount of dog years because I remember that dog in the earlier episodes of Basketball Wives when she was still married to the wood to the bump dude on the head. Like, oh my God, man, the nerve to even bring that situation up. Oh my God, like, so glad the Lord saved her from that man because, like, first off, you too ugly for her. Like, first off, I don't know why she wants you. You got this bump on your head. Then you had nerve to throw it. The aggressiveness behind oh my God, y'all. When they showed that recap all over again, y'all, I got so freaking mad. All like, y'all, I had to compose because you. And Jennifer's just so sweet. She's so like whatever, whatever. Because when I tell you, the producers would have been all over me. Because the moment he turned around, when I tell you the claws was gonna be at that head, was gonna Megan. Let me tell you, my claws was gonna pry all the skin away from that cyst or bump, whatever that was on his head. Like, how dare you, like looking like that? I never try to disrespect somebody. So, with all that she got going on, I I I I actually do want to see a medium, and then as well, I had wanted to see, especially like closer to after my mom had passed, I had wanted to see a medium after she passed, and even now to this day, because it's still like some things that I'm holding on to, and I just want to know. Like, I know, but it's just like to hear it. Either way, I want the experience of a medium. But I remember my friend at the time, she was like, one of my friends who were coworkers or whatnot. She was like, yeah, of course, we were more full in, I wasn't really I wasn't as spiritual as I am now. So I was more like, you know, I was just more religious. I guess I'll just say. I'd love to say I was more religious. She was like, yeah, don't, wake up your mom's spirit like that. And, something, it was just the way she said it. And it was just like, it low key put a fear in my heart behind it. Like, I didn't want to do anything, to disturb my mom, and, that type of thing while she's on the other side. So, I don't know if I said that right, but while she's in the afterlife, I guess I'll say. Is that even the right word to say? Like, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. So, but having hurt them, going with Jen to support her in that moment, it was like, okay, like, all right. And again, like because a lot of people are skeptics. A lot of people are skeptics. They don't believe in that type of stuff or whatever or whatnot. Like, even Jackie was like so basically I went to go see a pet medium. Like, I'm kind of jumping all in, like not fully completing all my sentences. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I really have a knack for doing that. So, we went to see a pet medium, to kind of help, get like some type of, relief from the grief that she was having from the passing of her dog. And then as well, the her mom came through, just as well. And we're just talking about as well that, basically, she was like, she asked her about a ring or whatever or whatnot. She was like, yeah, I don't have a ring of my mom. She was like, maybe she's giving me a ring. And so she has like these, I don't know what they call them, but my sister's best friend, and she's family or whatever, whatnot, but I know she has a pendulum, and it kind of like does the same thing. The pendulum, depending on, I think, whether it circles or stops or whatever, whatnot, is given like a yes or a no. And these things, I forgot what they call them, but I've seen them before. Like, they will cross over in a yes, or they'll stay straight if it's a no, whatever, whatnot. So when she asked little things, or when she was asking, the spirit, Jennifer's spirit, is this somebody going to be giving Jennifer this ring? And little things crossed. And then, mind y'all, they had, who did? It was Jackie. It was basically kind of like everybody. Oh, no. What's the name was the only one that was not a relationship that was there. So it was Jackie, Brandy, Duffy, and it was British. And so Duffy was talking about how, she wanted to do like a meat market. Did you call it a meat market? She called it a meat something. And like basically like a speed dating type situation or whatever. But we're gonna call the men's meat, you know, because if they go objectify us, we might as well objectify them, right? So, so she plans to, like, you know, for all the singles, you know, to be able to, you know, they're gonna break the all the married people or all the people in relationships are going to bring someone or at least have somebody, you know, have maybe they have their spouses or their boyfriends bring, you know, a single guy, and you know, the single ladies will have a chance to, you know, meet, talk, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm over here like, oh, that is a grand idea. Is that how we gonna find Mr. Salt and Mr. Salt and Pepper? Because that man is fine. I was honestly, all right, y'all. Before I even jump here, because I'm jumping all over. Let me think to make sure that I didn't hit everything before I jump on this speed date. Oh no, let me just even talk about this here. So everybody is really getting on this, getting on the vagina steams now. Like everybody's like getting on it. Like they were doing it in the was it the reunions? Yeah, they were doing it in the family reunions. Okay, I feel like they were doing it in a like these vagina steams are a thing now. Um, I want to get one professionally done. Like I'm open to this to getting like, but as well, I know some people who do make them. So, but I think I just want the experience of the just like, you know, getting it, you know, the professional, you know, get it professionally done, whatever, whatever, whatever. So no, what I wanted to hit on as well is because it's gonna come up again. And it was kind of like, so clearly Zell is like, you know, a reoccurring, you know, person that's popping up here on the show with Malaysia, whatever, whatnot. Now, of course, you know, Malaysia went and got the kids, so the kids, you know, are back with her. You know, she's trying to, you know, now figure out like what we're gonna do. Like clearly we can't stay, you know, like in this 2 bedroom, you know, basically like condo, penthouse or whatever, whatnot. They have people below them. She has, you know, like young kids, boys who kind of, you know, get rough and, you know, they just play around and, you know, just stuff like that. So, you know, she's just now like, all right, I got to, you know, get things pop here. She has this boutique that she's, you know, trying to get going. So she's meeting up with Zell, talking, catching up. Zell makes mention of the fact that Brandy has been in his DMs, reaching out to him like, you know, hey, you know, come see me, whatever, whatever, the type of thing. But they had a falling out, right? So okay, that's his side of it. They had a falling out over something and just kind of like they really haven't really been talking since. So, all right. Now, mind you, when Brandy even says like, "Oh well, that he was my friend first," like oh my god, like it's kind of like even now like I'm getting tired of low key of like the beef because it's literally this tip for tat like, oh well, that was my friend first, or that was da 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 da, or that like, and I feel like it's always coming from Brandy. Though it's feel like they got to do that, but I feel like we always knew Zell from Malaysia. I mean, maybe how great that he was that Malaysia was the one to bring him on this platform first. I don't know. I digress. I don't even know. Like it's so much like just back and forth and who did this first and who did that first. Like it's literally just like okay, y'all making us pick a side or at this point like I'm just ready to just sit back and watch and not catch nobody's side. Cause honestly, like I was wondering like why did she bring Zell to this little meat thingy? Like mind you, okay, on the family reunion, VH1's family reunion, he did say that you know he wanted to be married to a woman and have kids. Okay, cool. But okay, what I forgot about was that he did talk smack about Jennifer. So maybe she wasn't thinking about that. I think for me, I feel like this. I think for me, this is what it is. This is where I was off top. I felt like she knew Brandon was going to be there. After he said whatever, whatever, whatever about her being in the DMs or whatever, it's kind of like I kind of felt like she needed like I ain't gonna say necessarily like a backbone, but she needed backup. She didn't want to go there by herself, you know, and deal with like so I like she felt like Zell was kind of like more like her backup. But then we're gonna just play it cute and you know make it because like They were sitting together. Like they were cool, y'all. So are y'all trying to? Is this Malaysia? Does Malaysia have a snide bit of like shady? Because it's literally just like, why take the dig at Jennifer? Or was that, y'all happen to be sitting together? Was that just straight set up our producers? I mean, because let's be honest, the first episode was straight like set up, like to begin with. Everybody coming in the door one by one and how they came in, like that was all set up. So y'all sitting together, was that like a whole setup thing? Like I'm not understanding what would be her reasoning and beef. Like I, even after all this time, even if they did have the beef then, why continue that now? Like I, hey, as you know what, hurt people. So hey, maybe it didn't matter. Everybody was just gonna get it. What was in line of fire was gonna get it. So let's just focus back onto the actual meat market, because I was with Jennifer. Who are these men? The first guy that came out. Who are these men? He don't look like he getting a check. He don't look like he got insurance. I ain't impressed. I ain't out here walking. Look, I got a standard. Obviously, it ain't Jennifer's standard, but I got a standard. And shoot, I had a standard for her, my darn self, with all these darn men. There ain't none of these men. I was trying to figure out myself, who invited these men? I expected a little bit better for, well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I expected better. Maybe that's what you get for judging a book by its cover. But these ladies, I expected them to come with the men's. I expected them to come with it. And the only fine man, nah, it would no the brace. Nah, don't think about it. I ain't gonna lie. It threw me off though because he had braces, and I was like, women, are those like the silver caps? Are those all silver caps in his mouth? Like y'all, I was so like he wasn't that bad looking, but nah, for real, the only person who like was getting like that was that dude, that salt and pepper dude with them hey, Jennifer, Jennifer, look here. You don't get that man, you better send him my way, okay? I will help take care of that for you. Because, man, he was fine. Boy was fine. But, okay. Jackie does need to. I love Jackie. You have to love Jackie. Jackie does not understand boundaries. And, yes, I'm glad. Please, yes, have a conversation with her. That is not okay. We have to get on Jackie when Jackie is doing stuff that's crossing lines, crossing boundaries. Her inviting, Lorenzo, because at the end of the day, in her mind, she feels, she sees the love there, and she's right. Jackie, that's you. In your mind, you don't know what they went through. You weren't in it, and you're not British to even that was wrong, Jackie. That was wrong, Jackie. And I get where she was coming from. But okay, I was almost okay for it, but I was like, okay, what is he gonna say when he sits down? Everything was cool until Jackie opened her mouth, and he's like, "Yeah, I raised you. I raised," and like he's smiling and stuff. It's a joke, but it's like British don't think that shit's funny. She don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. Like, she like no. You raised me what? Like yes, I grew up. I grew up. But you didn't have a. But I get it, cause I make a. But here's the thing. I don't make a joke to Wallace that I raised him though. Let's be clear. I make like little. Like on his birthdays, and mind you, I don't even post him like that. So like I would make a joke like it feels like I raised the kid. It seems like I raised the kid, but I'm literally saying it in the sense of like I've seen you grow up in this, in literally this amount enough time, and I know I didn't clearly raise that kid, like whatever, and I don't say it down like, boy, I raised you. It seemed like I raised you, even if I'm even saying like that, it seemed like that's what I said in the caption. Like it's just the setting that he's saying it, how he's saying it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm glad she went off. I know she read boy up, down, sideways, left, right. Like I was like, yes, British. Get him British. Get him British. Get him. And then go over there and check Jackie too. Go check Jackie too. And she did. Well, it needs like so what happened? How did this pop? How did this pop? That's how this pop. So, Malaysia and Swag, Zell Swag finally come in, and he sits down in front of the ladies, and it ends up being basically ends up being about Zell and uh, Jennifer. Now, mind you, as well, this what I don't like about this. What I don't like about Zoe either, because he's just messy, and it was just like, if y'all want to become here like to beef with somebody, beef with the person that y'all are mutually beefing with. Why y'all making this about Jennifer? So he's literally like, whatever, whatever, whatever. Oh yeah, well she did that because she blocked me. And then it's like he's sitting there like he's sad about it. He's remorseful, but at the same time, like he's really not though. Like he comes back like with another dig about her breath. Like just sometimes I just want us to grow up. Gay men too, because gay men can just be as petty as women. And what I don't like is when a whole grown straight man is petty and plays games. Like that is unattractive. It's not cute. Like for one, you were only there because I'm probably saying what you were even saying because it was the Evelyn show. It was whatever you wanted to be cool with Evelyn. You wanted to whatever like the even if that wasn't it, that's how I feel about it. That's as an outsider looking in into that mean girl stuff. Like, I do not like the mean girl stuff, y'all. I don't like the mean girl stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that girl, and I feel like that girl went through a lot, and especially in those seasons, like Jennifer stood her ground. I don't care what nobody say. I think I've always been a fan of Jennifer. I've always been a fan of Jennifer. I always felt like Jennifer I wish she had more of a backbone and stood up for more of what she had going on. Oh, I knew something. That guy looks familiar, y'all. Who was the guy with the white and the crinkly hair? What reality TV show was he on? What reality TV show was he on? And what the Nia, one of the Nias gave him. What was he on? He was on somebody's show. But getting back to where we was, I'm sorry y'all, I got distracted because that guy was on something. He was on something, and I just cannot figure out what it is. If I figure it out by next week, I'm gonna tell y'all. So yeah, I just boom. So what is happening is, of course, that becomes like a conversation that basically like Malaysia knew what she was doing by bringing Zell, like whatever, whatever, whatever. So being that that's the whole conversation, British being who she is, she goes and she confronts Malaysia about it, who's over there talking to Jackie or whatever, whatnot. And she's like, wait, like what? She immediately goes over to address Jennifer. We don't even got an answer. We don't even get an answer out of Jennifer because here comes Brandy. You know what you know. Well, if I wanted to know if there was beef, if I wanted to know if there was something going on between them two, I guess I'm not going to know. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. Like it, regardless if she felt like Jennifer was going to stand up for herself or whatever, whatever, whatever. At least get that child to address. Like, she won't even talking to you. Like, you could not wait. You could not wait. Because what happened was, like you said, you already bothered the moment she came in the door. So that's all you needed for something to happen. And that was all you needed just to try to get on her ass. That was all she needed, y'all. Like, that was all she needed. She wanted to get on Malaysia the moment she came in the door. She was already bothered. So her saying like, oh, well, you knew, and that basically from there on, we know what happened. They in each other's face. They pointing hands. We ain't friends. If we was friends, this, you was doing when you did this, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know how this even going, I don't know how this even going, like, they're gonna be able to coexist if they can't like not even like argue, because no matter what, somebody's gonna say something to something. Oh no, that's what it is, y'all. I told you, 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 I told you. I wanted to know. I said we gonna find out. The more we get to it, we getting closer and closer, y'all. We're getting closer and closer. The real beef, the real about what took place, about their, or at least the start of their falling out, was when Brandy got kicked off the show. From there, whether it was feeling like, I guess, Malaysia did not stand up for her. Malaysia told Duffy, like, continue to film with her, try to continue to film with her till the wheels fell off. She did not want to, film with me. It was but so much I could do at the same time about her staying on the show, though she felt like she did what she could. And she's telling Duffy, like, okay, yes, this was basically, even the start of the falling out. They addressed, the whole Zell situation. And she's saying, oh, was Zell this, Zell that, da 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 da. And she's like, well, no. She been trying to reach out to Zell. She didn't tell you that. She been da 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 da, telling him to come look at her new kitchen. She didn't tell you that. Y'all. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. Somebody is lying. I mean, at the same time, how would she know that he got new? How would she know that she got a new kitchen if they're not friends? They're not following each other. She didn't know about the girl dad dying. So how would she know about this girl having a whole new kitchen? I don't know. It probably could be some truth to it, because it is like, okay, if Zell's messy, if Zell's like this, if y'all not cool, right? Why are you in his DMs? But it does seem convenient to be in his DMs right now when you and Malaysia aren't cool. But again, according to her, they knew each other before Malaysia. And it was crazy because I thought that she used to refer to Zell as her cousin. And am I mixing up with another show? I don't know. But like I just know, I remember like Zell was Malaysia. Malaysia was Zell. Like that's who we got introduced to Zell. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what I remember, y'all. So I think I'm going to cap it there. Because I'm just ready for next week. I'm just ready for next week because, come on, give me more tea. Get more tea so that we can discuss it. We can talk over it. Y'all make sure y'all drop me some comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your views. And I'll see y'all next week. I'm going to be on time this time. I'm going to be on time. The holiday threw me off. Memorial Day, I don't know about y'all, but I was out there getting lit. Yeah. Bye, y'all.